First, thank you very much for this opportunity. For us, it's a pleasure to be here and show you how we work and what kind of jobs and work that we have done in Spain. Well, first of all, we are sorry. Nope. That's one. Seems that. Sorry. Okay. Okay. So, a few words about our presentation. We are experts in CAD systems. We don't come to Odoo from IT area or ERP systems. We came for the other side. We are experts in design and optimization of projects, process in the design area. We work with SolidWorks on SAP. If you don't know, it's a new product that have developed the team that founded SolidWorks 25 years ago. They create a new company, a new product in the cloud. It's CAD, but in the cloud. And Autodesk Inventor and AutoCAD. So we work with that kind of product for several years. But our customers' original need was the optimization of their design process change, and their need more. Their need to improve the information associated with design. They need to handle with project management systems. They need to improve the communication between the design area and manufacturing and sales and warehouse and other areas in the company. So we evolve as our customers evolve. When we start with this company, Change to Improve, about 4 years ago, we decided to start a new project, a big project. This is one part, the first part of that project. The first part is in beta right now. It's now for sale, more or less. But it's the first step in a long path, a long way that we have started 4 years ago. Yeah. So we decide to integrate CAD and ERP system because they provide all the needs that our customer want, our customer have. And that's the master plan we decided 4 years ago. It's not about Odoo, it's not about SolidWorks, it's about integrate the biggest CAD systems, the biggest ERP systems. That ones are the mainly used ERP system in our area, and that one are the biggest or the more important CAD system. We want to communicate all together, so we can handle on-site with Odoo or Inventor with SAP Business One and so on. So that's the master plan 4 years ago. And the beginning is we need to start for something, and we need to pick 2 of these products and integrate it. Well, we start with SolidWorks because we knew SolidWorks very well. I was a technical manager in a reseller of SolidWorks several years. We know SolidWorks very deeply. More on this, they are the most used mechanical CAD in the world. Here are numbers about SolidWorks in 2013. There are today more than 2 million of users of SolidWorks in the world. So it's the great base of users in the CAD area. And we have a lot of customers that have SolidWorks because we work with SolidWorks. So SolidWorks was the standard in mechanical CAD, and that's the first option in the CAD area. And why Odoo? Why we pick Odoo? Well, first, I think that the most important part is Odoo was a complete solution for all our customer needs. If not, we don't try to integrate Odoo with anything. Odoo provides us project management systems, great CRM, manufacturing, warehouse, and so on. And second in importance is that there are no standard in small and medium companies, in engineering and manufacturing companies. There are no a standard ERP system. There are a lot of companies that work with small apps created by their own, created by a third company. There are more. There are not a lot of applications in the world. There are not a winner in the ERP system. There are a lot of products. There are a lot of solutions. So if there is no standard, so we need to pick one complete solution that provides us all this capability that we want. And Odoo has two strongest things. That is the community. The Odoo community is are free and open source. We love that open source idea, and the huge community around Odoo. And that's one of the things that move us to pick Odoo as the first option to start to integrate with these CAD solutions. So that's the origin, the beginning. I will some words about the future. The future, I don't know if next year Odoo experience we will be here presenting the next integration system. But we know very deeply Odoo right now. We know very deeply other CAD systems. So the first integration is the hardest, and the next one will be very, very easy to us. So the next one will be Onshape and Odoo. It's I think it's a winner solution because Onshape is a cloud system. With Odoo in the cloud, the options will be awesome. So, talking about the goals of this project. The main goals of this integration project was first, add information. There are a lot of troubles, a lot of problems adding information to the design. I usually training people with SolidWorks and other systems, other CAD systems. I like to set it clear that the design part is just one part, but this is not all the project. The project is full if this design have all the information to produce, to handle with all this project. It's not a CAD file, it's more than that. It's more data and more and more and more data. And day by day, there are more data associated with the CAD system. So the first part was set a easy way to input that data in the design. Well, that will be that was very hard with SolidWorks, but how it works with the file systems. If you have a project with 20 or 10 levels of sub-assemblies and more than 1,000 parts, setting all this information. When I say information, I said that in SolidWorks we can handle information about the customer, the provider, the part number of the provider. We can handle prices, we can handle manufacturing processes, we can handle a lot of information that is defined when we design. But that information didn't pass to the manufacturing area, didn't pass to the warehouse in a proper way. So the first part is that add information in an agile, complete, safe and reliable way, avoiding errors and multiple entries. So the second one is sorting, organize and take advantage of all the information that we add. That's the part where we add information, because we can explode that information and use it. So there are two ways. One is directly in the drawings or documentation of the project, because we can create all these blueprints with all the information we set in the components, in the parts, assemblies, sub-assemblies, so on. And the second one is the most important is not directly in an structured ways, organize. I will talk later. Not in a file structure, because SolidWorks didn't work in a file structure.
Didn't get it. SolidWorks didn't work?
Didn't work in a file structure. We have a cutting list, we have weldment profiles, we have seam metal folded and unfolded, and there are no files, different files. There are different components in a same file, in the same file. So when we pick that information and put it in Odoo, we need to separate these things. Okay. So with the exportation to Excel and Odoo with bill of materials and manufacturing routes, we are picking all that information and sorting, organize to export to Odoo. Okay. This allows us to control and follow the design in real time, and all the design and manufacturing projects in real time, and automate processes that have an origin in the design. So, a description about what we have done. As it works with SolidWorks release 2015 to 2018. We have tested with SolidWorks 2012, but we don't recommend that, because there are missing options that we can provide with SolidWorks 2012. In Odoo, we have released this solution with Odoo 10 and 11. Soon it will be also with Odoo 12. And we have tested with Odoo 8. We have a customer with Odoo 8 in Spain, but we didn't recommend that, because the same issue, because there are a lot of improvements in the next release, and it's the same to lose that improvements, you know. Okay, how it works. First, there are no modules in Odoo part, in the Odoo area, in the Odoo side. there are only a single add-in in the SolidWorks part, in the SolidWorks side. A single add-in in the SolidWorks side. Okay, that means that of course you need a few main Odoo apps, so you can exploit this functionality properly, purchase, manufacturing, so on. But you can add your own modules, and you can customize what you can, how you can handle, or how you what you want to do with the product that you import from SolidWorks. Okay. So another thing, there is no file data management. There are no PDM, PLM, or whatever associated with that product. So if you or your customers have a PDM, you can still work with your PDM. If you or your customer didn't have a PDM, you can still don't use any kind of PDM or PLM system. As I mentioned before, we don't handle files. We work with all the information, and all the information is meaning that there are a lot of information that this kind of products that you can find in the market, if they handle only files, they are missing a lot the information, and all the most important information that we provide to SolidWorks. The cutting list, the sheet metal, flattened, folded, component, so on. So all PDM systems based on files, personally I don't like it, because I think that it's very hard to implement. It's very hard to maintain, and in more cases there are more complications about design processes that an easy way to a helper for a designer team, design team. So your customer will practically not have to modify your design processes. You can still work more or less in the same way. Well, another thing, there is no referencing system associated. So if you are working with a part number system, bad system, awesome system, never mind. You can still work with that system to reference your parts or their components. We handle configuration in SolidWorks. That's one of the biggest parts that other solutions that we have take a look in the market didn't have. If we only handle files, I can handle a board with hundreds of dimensions in configuration, say. So we need that to create a real product, a real exportation product, pick all the information and export that to Odoo. So we handle webman profiles, we handle multi-solid parts, we handle parts inserted inside other parts, we handle sheet metal parts, the folded and the flattened one. We handle derived and standard configuration, and we handle ways to treat that configuration in the same way that another one, or in a different way. So it's a different component, or it's a configuration but of the same component. We handle that issue too. And we handle customized properties and data inside SolidWorks component. All these welding profiles, metal profiles, things, have information, have all the properties. The manufacturing processes, the material, the weight, the price, if you want, you can customize these properties. For example, to assign categories to product, to define manufacturing routes, or to create more levels in the bill of materials. Take a look. I will pick a file in SolidWorks. This is an easy and simple project. But with this easy and simple project, you can figure out what we can do with a more complicated project. I don't know if I will console you the exportation part, because we are dealing with an issue, and there are a partner of our company that are working with that and have sent me the new release. Okay, so this IC project is welding profiles, but it's aluminum profiles. There are no weldments, but we treat it like if they were weldments in SolidWorks. So that's a part file, yeah? But that part file have more information there. All these are components. All these have a serial part, a serial number, a part number. All these components have properties. We need to set this information. Okay. The same way with another simple project. Have created this in SolidWorks 2015 and opening with the last release. But here we have welding profiles. In this example is the steel profiles. We have here, in this case, we have a full structure of assemblies. As you know, this is the profiles, just the profiles. Then we weld these components and these ones, and we are sorting of this component and so on. So in this one, we have two configurations. Right now, no, because I have to create the drawing, because if no, the drawing is not created, the sheet metal part is not created. But we have two parts here, really. The first one is that one, the folded one, and the flat, right? So if we are going to create a part, a component like that, base it in a flat component like that, we are going to create a folded component. We have a bill of material there. Yeah, we are going to create a manufacturing with this component, a CNC or so on. we need another bill of material level. If we are going to create another processes, we need more and more and more and more levels. So we handle that part. Okay. So we can create these extra bound levels. For instance, if we set a property telling that that part are painting or need a superficial treatment, we need this. We can figure out if we can handle with manufacturing routes or with bill of material levels. We have both options. Okay. So next, what includes? Okay, that project is a project of implementation. Include the training and setting up, the technical support. This both are mandatory the first year, and then the yearly program integration CAD ERP system. It's a yearly program, so there are a fee of yearly of maintenance. There are no temporary limits. There are no functional limits. So if a customer pick this project, start this project, and the second year they don't want to keep the project, the program, they can work with this project, this program. Sorry, but that's customers without maintenance can't create new users, can't change the configuration options. Okay. So you can still work with the product, but you can create new users. You can change the configuration options. And there are unlimited users per company. We have a price per company. If you have a large company, it's great for you. If you have a small company, we know that you are taking a real good solution, and you will have improvements with this solution. Okay. So that's the planning. There are an activation and the training and the setting up, and then a year later the notification of renewal and the renewal of the program. That's the price. I think it's very nice price. It's for company, any kind of users, any number of users, but we are in beta. We are not in the market right now, so we have another surprise for you. It's this one special discount only until January 1 of the next year. So it's an awesome price. Another thing, I didn't show you the product because right now we are people sending me the DLL and I have to install. I have just a few minutes, but we will provide this product. You can test it. You will download from our website in a few weeks. Well, if you have SolidWorks, you can download our product. That product, that demo product, doesn't have the configuration part, and will work with a database of our own. So you can test with your own projects, add all the information, and export to Odoo or export to Microsoft Excel. And also you can try with some few projects that we will provide. So sorry for not showing the exportation part, but we will publish videos and publish the program, the demo program in our website. So in a few weeks you can take a look closer. And if you want a deeper demonstration, it will be a pleasure for us show you more. So, questions, please. Yeah.
So, question. So the data gets pushed from SolidWorks into Odoo.
Yeah.
So what happens? Let's say the designer wants to change things. Can SolidWorks bring the data from Odoo and bring it back to SolidWorks, make changes, and new revision? Or?
That was one of the biggest issues, or one of the customers that we have right now. We have a few customers working with this solution right now in Spain. And the easy way to avoid that is first, when you export all the information, you can start the manufacturing order of the first level. If all the project is done and it's right and validated. But if not, you can send only the manufacturing part, the manufacturing order, or the parts, the states that are validated, approved. So you can still create changes and modifications in the design, and then push in again and create a new release. Yeah. We can handle this kind of release. But the only issue here is if you have already created the manufacturing order of the one level, because all the level inferiors will be sent to providers quotations, to manufacturing orders. Yeah.
So it's also linked with the manufacturing order. I thought it only BOM.
Yeah, it's a BOM. It's a BOM, but if you create manually a BOM in Odoo, and you create the manufacturing order of the first level, all the rest are pushing and create all these manufacturing orders and purchase quotations. Yeah. More? Thank you.